Welcome back, everybody. Now today, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be going over how to beat Realm of Legends. Now, the whole point of Realm of Legends is for testing people, but it is supposed to be meant as a challenge for new players who don't have an overly extreme amount of experience. Now, what I recommend is either a full synergy team of one ramp up champion, like Aegon, or a whole team, but none of them, but they're all meant for a different person to counter. Alright, but the number one thing that you want for Realm, Labyrinth, and Abyss are ramp up champions. And I've only put 3 down since these 3 are the main 3 that would help you. There's more people like Corvusclave, like Corv, Sabretooth, and Morningstar. But the main 3 people for this is Aegon, Guillotine, and Strife. Now you mainly will want to, Aegon, you want the Awakened ability. Strife, I'm pretty sure the carrying on is just onto him. And Guillotine, you have to throw the SP3 to kill, or under 5%, since that's an automatic kill. But the reason you want ramp up champions is because these guys have really big health pools. And the more you play with a ramp up champion, the more damage they do. So the main point of ramp up champions is for Labyrinth and Abyss and Realm. And so yeah, I've seen many people build up around Aegon. A good Aegon synergy team is good. However, Guillotine 2099 is a main, like, it can be very, very helpful. Alright, but there are 2 people who come to mind who players seem to struggle with, and that is Juggernaut and Wolverine. Now, it's mainly Wolverine, because the healing is just too much for them. And I agree, it can be like very extreme. So what you mainly want is either a heal reversal or somebody who just stops them. So you can use just an SP2 for Yellow Jacket. In Void, his Petrify is not very good. You mainly want Fear the Void, which is his awakened ability. So that would be ideal. But, yeah, he's still not awful. He's still got Petrify. But if you have the tech synergy, you can also use Cap Infinity War, because then he's insane, because every single parry that you do is a Petrify. Now, Wasp, the SP2 gives her it. She-Hulk in SP2, Guillotine SP2, Warlock, you just need to put the infection on him, which is hit him 20 times, or if they hit into your block, they, or maybe it's just hit into you, but they gain 4 charges, and you need 20, and Magneto, now Magneto only has the heal reversal if he's facing somebody magnetized. Thankfully, Wolverine is magnetized. So yeah, there are probably more counters, but for this whole thing, I'm just trying to give you the most general, the first people that can come to my mind, but a decent amount of options in case you don't have some people upgraded. And these people, you don't even need upgraded. After Yellow Jacket got buffed, I took my maxed out 2-star into Realm of Legends and beat the Wolverine in like 52 seconds. So yeah, you can go over and check that out. It's really, yeah, and he's a really good heal reversal ever since his buff. Probably the worst person on the Wolverine list is probably Mags. Just because, Warlock, because he's not that hard of a hitter, and he stops the regen, but it would still take a while to actually take the Wolverine down, even if he's got a smaller health pool than the rest. Alright, but some people do struggle with Juggernaut because of every single time after he uses a special, he gets unstoppable. And he's pretty simply countered. You just need somebody with staggered, like Dr. Doom, Sim Supreme, or somebody with slow, like She-Hulk or Spider-Man stealth, but for stealth you need the pre-fight of Web Foam. And yeah, but he's pretty simple overall. Yeah, as long as you have the right people. But just make sure to get the parries and just don't make any silly mistakes against him. Especially with your ramp up champions, especially if it's Guillotine 2099, because if you mess up, then all of her ramp up is gone and it can be really annoying. Now, for the hardest hitters, these are just people who you just want to kind of bring in, just because they can be really nice. When I did my Realm of Legends run for the first time, I had Guillotine 2099, and yeah, and I just had hard hitters after that. But the first people that could come to mind for me is Cosmic Ghost Rider, Spider-Man Stealth, Thing. But for Thing, you kind of need the whole team. I believe it's Hela, Angela, Annihilus, and the Champion. I'm pretty sure. I could be messing up the Annihilus. But I think it's Annihilus, yeah. Sabretooth, you basically just need to spam SP1s and keep converting the Furies to permanent Furies. Hitmonkey, you just keep doing 3 combos. Angela, after her buff, she is a very, very, very hard hitter. Hyperion, I'm pretty sure he'd do pretty well in Realm of Legends. His Fury buffs, give him a lot, but they don't last for an extreme amount of time, but they last for a very decent amount of time. Archangel, he could work great with the bleeds. Gwenpool, he might fail, or she would probably fail against Vision, because he's bleed immune. But now I'm thinking of it, Nick Fury would also work amazing for this. And Star-Lord, he's kind of a ramp-up champion. His damage can ramp up. So yeah, you just don't want to mess up. But yeah, and Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, the shocks, and just the damage output in general is really good. But yeah, the main thing is Wolverine, and there are counters to him, but if you don't have any of these counters, I suggest using somebody who uses a lot of SP3s, because they can't regenerate during an SP3. I would suggest Doom, because you can just keep doing the Doom rotation over and over, but I know not everybody has a Doom. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. But basically, just to wrap up, the main things you want: ramp up champions. If you don't have many ramp ups, bring in some hard hitters, but don't forget a Wolverine counter. So you want to bring in 1 Wolverine counter, a ramp up champion. Try to bring in as many ramp up champions as you can, but make sure they just don't die really fast. But make sure everybody is upgraded a decent amount. And then once you have at least 1 ramp up champion and 1 Wolverine counter, just fill up with hardest hitters. So 1 Wolverine, at least 1 ramp up, as many ramp ups as you can that are upgraded. And then keep all the remaining spots for hard hitters. But yeah, you can build a synergy team around one of the ramp up champions. But everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the subscribe and like button. If you want to watch more videos from me, I post every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to know about more about my channel and my MCOC account, make sure to go over and follow the Instagram. And shoot, I know I'm missing something. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.